In 1977, New York City lost power for 25 hours. By morning, 1,600 stores had been looted. 4,500 people were arrested. And that was with laws still technically in place. Take enforcement away completely, even for one day, and the timeline gets much shorter. The first thing that goes isn't jewelry, it isn't cars, it's insulin. Pharmacies are hit within the first hour, and most people imagine televisions coming out of smashed windows, but the real damage is quieter. Prescription medication, baby formula, basic medical supplies. The people breaking into pharmacies aren't always doing it for profit. Some are doing it because they or someone they love will be in serious trouble by morning without what's inside. That's the version of this nobody puts in a movie. A parent grabbing 3 boxes of something their kid needs to survive. No laws, no insurance system, no prescription to show anyone, just a broken door and a decision made in about 4 seconds. By mid-morning, certain neighborhoods are already empty. Wealthy areas don't experience a lawless city the same way everyone else does. They experience a long weekend somewhere else. Private security firms get called overnight. Gated communities lock down. People with second homes are already on the highway before sunrise. What remains inside the city is a map of who had options and who didn't. Neighborhoods with generational wealth go quiet and protected. Neighborhoods without it face whatever comes with no backup, no resources, and no way out. Every documented breakdown of civil order in modern history follows this split. The geography of damage is never random. It follows money, or more accurately, it follows the absence of it. Before lunch, armed groups start to form. By late morning, informal armed groups are already operating in residential areas. Some are genuinely protective, neighbors organizing to keep their block safe. Others become something more dangerous. A group of people with weapons and no legal accountability is its own kind of threat, even when the intentions start out good. After the 1992 Los Angeles riots, Korean business owners famously armed themselves on rooftops to protect their stores when police didn't come. It worked, but it also showed how fast a city fractures into defended territories when central authority disappears. Not chaos exactly, something more structured than that, and in some ways more frightening, because structure without law isn't order, it's organized power with nowhere to answer to. At the same time, most people are completely unremarkable. Roughly 97% of people in any city on any given day have no intention of hurting anyone. That number barely moves when you remove the law. They stay home, they check on elderly neighbors, they sit on their stoops and watch smoke on the horizon and feel genuinely sick about it. They are boring in the best possible way, and their existence barely gets documented because the person sitting at a kitchen table waiting for this to be over doesn't make news, doesn't make content, doesn't fit the story anyone wants to tell about human nature at its limit. But they are the actual majority, quiet, decent, and completely unremarkable under pressure. That matters more than it sounds. When order returns, the physical damage gets repaired relatively fast. Broken windows have timelines, burned storefronts have timelines. But what doesn't have a timeline is trust. Communities that experience even short periods of civil breakdown show measurable drops in social cohesion that last years. People stop using shared spaces, businesses relocate, foot traffic falls and sometimes never fully returns. After the 1977 blackout, looting was concentrated in specific neighborhoods, and researchers tracked those same areas for decades. The recovery was slow, uneven, and in some places genuinely incomplete. One night, years of consequence, not because people are fragile, but because the thing that holds a city together was never the law itself. It was the belief that the law would show up. And once that belief breaks, rebuilding it takes far longer than rebuilding the storefronts. A city without laws for 24 hours doesn't collapse into pure violence. It reveals the infrastructure that was already missing, the neighborhoods already abandoned, the people already one emergency away from nothing. The lawless city isn't a hypothetical. For a lot of people, it's just a regular Tuesday with the mask off.